All right, so welcome to our Ashira Torah art class for Parshat Vayakhel.
What?
Vayakhel is the name of the Parsha. Vayakhel. Okay. Usually, sometimes Vayakhel and Pekude are read together when it's a leap year.
To catch up, and we do it together
Right.
with Israel. Right.
But this year, I think they're usually read together, but sometimes they're read separate, and so this year they're separate, and there's going to be a lot of lessons that we can tap into in the fact that they're separate and in Parshat Vayakhel itself. So let's see. So the first idea that I want to share is it says Vayakhel, and the Parsha starts with the Vayakhel is from the word Kehillah, which means gathering, like a Kehilat Yisrael. We actually have a dream. We have a website of a community we've been trying to build for many years called Kehilat Yaakov. Maybe one day. So the pasuk is Vayakhel Moshe et kol adas b'nei Yisrael. And Moshe gathered all of the congregation of Bnei Yisrael. So what does this show us? This gathering of Adas Bnei Yisrael. What is Adas? How do you translate Adas?
Nation.
A nation? So what does this show us? It shows us the power of community.
Unity.
Of unity. In the word community is unity.
Common unity. It's when you have that.
Wow,
together.
beautiful. And this is how the parsha, this parsha is going to go into building the Mishkan. Actually, the past Teruma Tetzava talks about how to build the Mishkan, how to build this space in the world to hold Hashem. But now it's actually happening. Now they're actually building it in these two parshiyot. And how does it start? Vayakhel. The initial step to building a home for Hashem, whether it's in our hearts, whether it's in our families, whether it's in the world, the initial step is finding the space of unity, of gathering. And the Rebbe actually says how that yes, we want unity amongst the Jewish nation, but it starts with unity in ourselves. In ourselves, realizing we, each one of us, is one with Hashem. And that unity, realizing we're not alone in this world. We're not alone in this world. We don't need to figure out how to make ourselves a place in this world, to stand out, yes, that too. And that's going to be the Pekude. That's the next step, the individual. What's your place to shine? What's your place to shine? But the Vayakhel is first recognizing I am part of a giant unity way bigger than myself. And that's what we're going to talk about. How do we tap into this unity? This unity in ourself, this unity in our nation, this unity in the world. How do we really tap into that? We can feel so stuck in ourself, in our own experience. How do we tap into this unity? So, very interesting. The Parsha begins. The first mitzvah, it seems like it doesn't belong, right? It's about to go. The whole Parsha is about to go. How did they build this Mishkan? What did they donate? And da-da-da-da-da. The whole Parsha talks about that. But it starts, the second pasuk, Sheshes yamim ta'aseh melacha, v'bayom hashvi yeh lachem, kodesh shabbat shabbaton Hashem. Kol ha'oseh bo melacha yumat. So it talks about Shabbos. How does this Parsha begin? Shabbos. Shabbos, you're not supposed to build the Mishkan. Shabbos, you're not supposed to
I think maybe it's because
donate.
Am Yisrael thought that this was such a holy task, thinking Shabbat no problem because it's so holy and it's so amazing that we can continue building it.
Exactly. Right. And what is this message? That it's so important to do. It is so important to do and build and pursue our talents and shine our individual light. It's important. We each donate something to the Mishkan of Hashem. Esther donates Ashira, Nicole donates in her way, you donate in your way, everyone donates in their own way. But
what does that mean down?
That means everybody.
No 10. No 10.
But before we start thinking of our individual ways of how am I going to donate? How am I going to donate? We have to enter this space of Shabbos, which is this unity in time where we stop work. We recognize we have one creator. We're all the same inside. We're all one with Hashem. It's entering the space of unity before we go into the individual ways of contributing. So let's just take a moment for meditation here.
I always want to say something
before we start. This is part of our starting, and close your eyes and put your hands on your heart. And take a few deep breaths. As you inhale, notice we're inhaling the breath of Hashem. And as we exhale, we're exhaling the feeling of I'm alone in this world. We're inhaling the same breath that we all share. This is the Dvar Hashem. This is Hashem's breath that's filling the entire world and uniting all of us like a giant ocean. This is the space of Shabbat, the space where we can rest. Even if we don't have it exactly figured out how we're going to shine and what we're going to do and what's going to be our individual impact in the world, we're initially breathing into Vayakhel. Vayakhel is the space of gathering, of uniting each one of us with Hashem. We are one and whole with Hashem, with the creator of the world. Vayakhel is unity with our fellow Jews. We are all one. We are brothers. We are sisters. And Vayakhel is unity in time. We're gathering in this moment. We gather on Shabbat. We gather in spaces. The Mishkan was a gathering place. Noticing the gathering energy. That's the first step to building the Mishkan, to creating a home for Hashem in this world. When you're ready, open your eyes. Half a shekel. It says every Jew had to donate to the Beit HaMikdash, to the Mishkan, half a shekel every year. Half a shekel. Why does it say half a shekel? It should say everybody should give 10 gera, which is half a shekel. Why does it say half? Because it alludes, it hints to the avoda of uniting the Jewish people. When a Jew is himself, he is only half. In order to be whole, he must unite with other Jews. That's why we're here together at Ashira. We're uniting. We're remembering we're not alone in this world. But listen to this. This is the Rebbe's words. As a preface, so lifnei ha'avoda hazeh, of uniting with other Jews, which is so important, which is how we are each become complete. As a preface to uniting with fellow Jews, one should start with unity between him and his creator. And it says 20 gera. 20 gera is a whole shekel. So what makes the 20? The 10 sfirot that we have in ourselves. Each one in ourselves, we have 10 sfirot, and we're going to go over that. Plus Hashem is made up of 10 sfirot, and we are mirror to Hashem. So when we use our 10 sfirot and recognize Hashem also has his 10 sfirot, and we are united in that space, that makes us a complete whole, and that enables us to show up to a fellow Jew, not with, oh, I need you to give me.
Or needy.
Codependent, but I'm whole with Hashem, and you're whole with Hashem, and I would love to spend time with you.
זה שאת תמיד אוהבת תתן כל יום מחדש מתנות ותניד אותי ברחמים כאלו כמו שבעולם הזה נקרא רחמים שיראו כולם שכן אתה שומר